This is number 8 on 5.4. It says, write and simplify an expression that represents the total cost in dollars of buying the item shown for Y members of a baseball team. So you can see here that the pants are $10. And then it says, and then there's 3 different choices of belts, right? So you get a red belt, a green belt, or a blue belt. And it looks like we don't know the cost of that. So it says the belt's going to be X dollars. So, when we're doing this, we have to really think about what's going on here. So, it says the expression, we're going to have Y, and then we have something in parentheses. Well, it looks like Y represents the members on the baseball team. So, what I'm thinking here is that each member of the baseball team, right, is going to get one pair of pants and one of those belts. So, when we do this, when we look at our expression, I'm going to bring it over here so I can write a little bit bigger. We're going to take every person is going to buy one pair of pants and one belt. And a lot of us want to go ahead and multiply that together, but think about it. Let's say you buy a pair of pants for $10 and you buy a belt for $5. Together, you would be spending $15. You won't be spending 10 times 5, which is $50, right? So we know that we're going to take the cost of these two items together, which we just know it's 10 plus X, right? And however many people there are, we're going to multiply by that. So we don't know how many members there are, but we do know it's represented by the letter or the variable Y. Whenever we do these, something I really challenge you to do is think real world scenario. So I use this a lot in my class. I know Mr. Kalis does as well. But if you are talking again about the pants and the belt, we know we're going to add those together because that just makes sense. Plug in numbers if you need to see if it would make sense, like I did with the pants and the belt. And then, of course, we're going to multiply that by the number of people on the team. So this would be my original expression. We also know that I could have written it as 10 or Y times the product of X plus 10 because we know the commutative property and we can flip those around since it's addition. But I'm going to go ahead and use that first one and I'm going to distribute that Y. So we're learning about the distributive property. So I'm going to do Y times 10 and I'm going to do 10Y. So even though it's Y times 10, we're going to flip that. It's going to be 10Y. And then we're going to bring down this addition symbol, okay? And then we have to do Y times X. Now, I know that looks funny, but it's what we're doing, Y times X. And since we don't know what Y and X are, I am going to still multiply them, and it's going to be YX or 10Y plus XY. So these would be your two options. There we go. Now, if we were to be given numbers, we would be able to solve these. So this is going to be my simplified expression. Either of those would work because, again, the commutative property lets us flip those around. But I hope this makes sense. Let us know if you have any questions.